Summer, which will happen later on, like in May. I'm planning a ride. I want this car. That's 1.2 crores in India, man. This is scary. It can automatically trace that path back. Welcome back to the 850 cockpit view. So my gym timings moved. The best stop. Amma, ఏమొచ్చినావే మెరుపుగా. Chamakre. I was so close to buying this one. Oh, came in 718. Some fire service related event happening in Hyderabad. They're doing a rally. Rarely we see fire engines, but good to see they have latest equipment and all, latest trucks, latest bikes. Fire service is so important to be sorted in a city like Hyderabad with our traffic and with our heat. Talking about heat, man, this heat is quite a lot. Doesn't seem like much when you're sitting inside home, or as you can see currently it says 34.5, but I'm sure it feels like 37, and in the afternoon when it's like 37, 38 in the reading, it feels 41, 42. And in this summer, not now, in the peak summer which will happen later on, like in May, I'm planning a ride. Just having some phone calls about it. This will be a solo ride for a bit, or maybe I'll get a vehicle at a certain location and then I'll ride with a new group, entirely new group. But this is the ride I'm so excited about because this is a location I haven't done in India. And there are very few locations that are left in India that I haven't done. One is the South Kanyakumari, Dhanushkodi route, the Northeast, and then maybe Spiti, and to some extent Zanskar Valley. Besides that, most of India is covered here, and I want to finish India. All my ride destinations should be on the India map. That's the dream. Just heading to my office. We still have the insurance office up and running, but it's in the later stages of its life cycle, so just getting some final works done. So some of you have been asking, you have said you would put an income source video and all. Yeah, it's very simple here. I do investments, a lot of investments, real estate, online markets, options, stocks. I did an MBA and studied finance, so that's a basic requirement. But that's like maybe 10-20% of my income source. I'm talking about income, not assets and all. Then there is YouTube revenue, which takes up maybe 30-40% of my income. Insurance is one of them, so get some income from that, but that's gonna wind down soon. It's a family business that my father started, so there's always that attachment. Let's see where the destiny takes. As of now, I'm taking it one day at a time. And you saw the display earlier when I showed the temperature, right? How do you like that clean look? Previously we used to have like fully loaded, packed display, digital driver's display, that's what it's called. But now I wanted something clean, so I just have a speedo and a gear indicator. UI is not the most intuitive, so I wanted a simple look. And how did you guys like the audio event? I wish they had taken us through a trail, because that would be amazing. Unfortunately, you won't find many trails in Hyderabad. It's mostly flatland and rocks. And if they take us to a trails in a Land Rover Defender, that will be a dream come true moment for me, because I love that car, man. Like the way it climbs up the mountains and all. When the promotional video for Land Rover Defender came, I was like, I want this car. But that's 1.2 crores in India, man. Double this car's price. Anyway, lucky me, I drove one Land Rover Defender. If you want to see that video, click the link here. That was a great experience. The car has tons of features and presence, man. The presence on the road is next level. All these vehicles, you assume they're too expensive, but the technology they carry underneath is just amazing. Anyway, too much of gyan ho gaya. Let me get some work done. We'll catch you guys later in the evening. This is scary. Man, that front bumper looks scary. Madness. That's the first time I experienced parallel parking. Little scary when it was cutting inside because because that's a line I wouldn't take. But man, it was like, I wish there was a camera outside to record that. But man, madness. We'll do it in a drone view some other time to see how it performs from the top. That would be a good experiment. But love this car, man. That's how perfectly it parked here. Lovely.
A few moments later.
The only thing I'm controlling is braking, guys. Scary. So you not only, it does auto braking, but you can control braking and all. Parking completed. Okay, so this is the best it does. Boy, as you saw, this can unpark itself too. But besides that, there's also another interesting feature called reversing assistant. What it does is it remembers the last 25 yards or 25 meters of your journey, I guess. It can automatically trace that path back. I can't show you because I would require cones and all to show it. I've tested it once at my home where I parked typically on the right side and it went back 25 yards or meters. Lovely. I need to double check if it's yards or meters, but BMW does give some interesting and cool features, but I feel like they miss out on the basics like keyless entry. Ventilated seats are a must for Indian weather conditions. I mean, it's a luxury when it started, but we got used to it, so everyone's doing it now. Tata, Mahindra, Hyundai, just give it, man. But primarily what I paid for this car is the engine and the performance, and I love it. चलो बहुत हो गया यार PDA. I usually don't give so much तारीफ to any product, but this is definitely worth it. Oh boy, miss the vibrations on this bike big time yaar, and the dive. It'll dive from as high as that bike. But this bike has a nice comfortable stance compared to the Ducati or even Aether. This is more comfortable than the Aether in terms of the riding posture. Miss riding big time, man. See, that's the horn I need to get fixed urgently. I need to probably change the horn type also because the wiring connector, so BMW doesn't have the typical horn pins. You need an adapter, so I got that adapter, the Denali adapter, but the horn was some local horn. The horn works fine, it's just that the connectors on the horn are not exact fit for the Denali connector. That's the issue. But look how dirty the bike is, man. ये एरिया तो मैंने थोड़ा क्लीन किया, but otherwise, welcome back to the 850 cockpit view. Currently the weather is around 38 as per the display. This shows higher temperature by at least 1 or 2 degrees because I think it takes a bit of bike heat also. And this doesn't get too hot here. Surprising thing, Ducati does get hotter than this. On the move, it's cooler than this. I was having doubts whether I would take the bike out today because it's been a very exhausting day at the gym. So my gym timings moved. It does stop. Amma, ఏమొచ్చినావే మెరుపుతిగా. క్రాస్ చేయాల్సిన చోట క్రాస్ చేయకుండా. My gym timing shifted to morning and today my trainer said it's legs day. I thought okay, legs I can do, but he tweaked the exercises slightly. My trainer and I both train along. You'll see an Instagram clip reel later today. Typically I match with him all the exercises, maybe obviously not the weight because he is what, 25 years into training. I'm like less than 1 year probably in my entire lifetime. So today I was like okay, chalega. But after like 60% of the exercises I thought we are done. Suddenly I was like no, we have 3 more exercises and it'll take at least half an hour. I was super exhausted with the leg press exercise that I lied down for a while, like 10-15 minutes, and then took and did some stretching, and I was like super hungry. Today I didn't have any protein because the protein powder was over, the protein bars were done. I had breakfast luckily, otherwise I don't know how weak I would have been. Kabhi kabhi this bike feels a lot like a dirt bike. somehow on the go this is pretty light and nimble here. You don't feel the weight, but tilt it, I'll tell you, because I had an experience when it's on my knee. So I know fully how much this bike weighs.
5 hours later.
Chamakre. Look how clean the bike is. Like brand new, especially the wheels. The gold wheels are popping. The guys at the service center were shocked with the quality of the chain. That chain hasn't been changed, touch wood, since I got it. And the chain and the sprocket condition are amazing. The main reason for that is this bike did only long trips. Like out of the 25,000 kilometers on the Odo, 22 were major rides, that's it. So it didn't go through those up and down cycles that you would have if you just keep riding it in the city. Chalo, see you. JCW, this John Cooper Works. This color was, I was so close to buying this one, but then the suspension was too hard and it was not as practical as the 3 Series, but looks cool, yaar. Super cool and fun. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Cayman 718. ADV है साब, हम निकल सकते हैं. Was it needed? Was saddling needed for that small stretch? No, but it is fun. When you have these big bikes, it is so much fun, especially with this suspension. Super fun. So that's it for today's video here. Nothing much to show. We'll just head home in this traffic. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And in case you're watching at night time, have a good night and take care. Ciao.